All right, man. Let's talk about Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Apparently, David Benavidez dispatched Demetrius Andrade, and now everybody wants to see Canelo Benavidez. And I think that's the one fight that Canelo Alvarez probably need to make. Everybody is uh, uh, that everybody want to see. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It might be the number one fight in boxing. I mean, you do got Anthony Joshua Wilder still out there. Usyk Fury about to fight. You know, people want to see it tank in multiple fights as well too. So that's the thing about it. We need to see. We want to see this fight. I think boxing needs this fight. I think everybody expect Canelo not to take it. I mean, you got to understand. Canelo watched the master at work in Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather never passed the torch. That's who he is succeeding is Floyd Mayweather. So, he never seen nobody really pass the torch like that. So, even though Floyd did kind of pass the torch and he ain't beat him, but you know what I'm saying, he never seen Floyd trying to really pass that torch. He probably don't feel obligated to because when you start playing with them numbers 50, 60, 70 million to fight, even though it wasn't 100 million or a quarter million, Floyd made with Manny Pacquiao, which, right now Canelo Alvarez doesn't have a Manny Pacquiao type of opponent. Because when Floyd retired and Pacquiao was elevated to number one, that played into a stigma. They built it up 5, 6, 7 years, and all that type of stuff. So things take time, but at the same time, I just feel that um, this is the fight that boxing need. I mean, like I said, I agree with Tom Business. Mark Davis wants to look for a special fight to christening the Raider Stadium. I call it the Death Star out there in Vegas. Why not this one? It's a perfect fight. It's a big fight. I mean, Benavidez is a big guy, as you've seen. Canelo is a master counterpuncher, but I just think Benavidez is just too big for Canelo, and Canelo being what Canelo 33 years old, possibly. I think that's a lot of work. I think that's a lot of work for him to work off. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of work for him to work off. Yeah, 33 years old. Just turned 33 in July. So yeah, Benavidez gonna make him work for 12 rounds. And if he can't hurt Benavidez and keep Benavidez off him with the counter punches, which I think most people believe he could, um, I just think he ain't trying to work like that in these fights. As simple as that. He really not trying to work, for a victory. Because once you start playing that type of money he playing with up there, it's all the same. That's why the opponent don't matter because ain't nobody really, he'll prorate his money to fight, John Ruiz. John Ryder to fight at the crib because it's all pretty much the same type of money for him at this point. And that's not Manny Pacquiao out there for him. It's not another Canelo Alvarez that's out there for him. You know what I'm saying? There's not another, there's not an Anthony Joshua out there for him. A superstar fight. So at the end of the day, why would I fight Benavidez? And you know, the money gonna be the same if I fight Charlo or Munguia and all that. Now, the reason why you fight him is for credibility, for to validate yourself, and that's the thing about Canelo Alvarez. A lot of people don't feel like he truly validated. You know what I'm saying? Um, he beat Triple G, did fight Triple G, took his time, for the third trilogy and all that type of stuff. The second fight took some time because he popped hot. But people want to see you in marquee fights like Triple G and David Benavidez, and in his mind, he knows as soon as long as he's active, Canelo Alvarez, that it's always going to be something else. It's never going to be good enough. It's going to be on to the next one. But um, so that's why he moved the way he moved. He's never get validation. Once he beat one guy, then it's on to the next one. So, if you do what the fans want you to do, you'll be in 20 straight fights in his mind. But, he's seen what happened with Demetrius Andrade. He's seen it. He know at this point he probably don't have the legs or conditioning to keep Benavidez off of him. Y'all don't understand how much bigger Benavidez is to him. And Benavidez is very efficient with his energy. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very efficient. We seen him fight against a little bit with his back against the ropes against Demetrius Andrade. I mean, coming in as a cruiserweight, and Canelo's a pretty big guy as far as, rehydrating if you want to. But this dude got reach, he got range. You know what I'm saying? He threw a lot of punches. And Canelo Alvarez gonna have opportunities to counter. And the thing is, Can the counter left hook to the body, to the head, and his counter punching abilities hurt Benavidez to keep him from thinking about coming in? That's the $1 million question. And if he can't, stop Benavidez with the counter shots, then he gonna get ran clean out the ring, and he know it. He ain't really trying to pass the torch to nobody for real. Like I said, he ain't never seen Mayweather really pass the torch. Mayweather gave him opportunity. That was for monetary reasons only. But this is the fight that this is the fight that the fans want to see, and this is the fight that's gonna be in demand, especially after what what Benavidez did to Andrade. The speed, the athleticism, the range, you know what I'm saying? It didn't bother him. It didn't bother him. It didn't bother him. It didn't bother him. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be real interesting fight, but I don't foresee him taking that fight. They offered apparently Benavidez said they offered him a lot of money before that, and this, that, and third. I hear it's gonna be Mongia next. So we just literally gonna have to take a wait and see approach. But if Canelo Alvarez can't hurt him and keep him at bay with his counter punching, that fight ain't gonna last long at all neither. Benavidez simply coming in as a cruiserweight, probably even a freaking heavyweight. That's what he coming in as. And Canelo Alvarez, just as Demetrius Andrade, probably don't have the legs. He probably don't have the legs to keep that young man off him for 12 rounds. So if you don't hurt him early and often, then he gonna get ran through. But I think fans should hold Canelo feet. I think fans should hold Canelo feet to the fire. That's my personal opinion. I think people should hold Canelo accountable for this performance. I mean, for the fight David Benavidez, and that's what we got to start doing that's what we got to start doing as that's what we got to start doing as boxing fans. Real talk. That's what we got to start doing as boxing fans. We got to start holding everybody accountable to deliver. Only way you can hold them accountable to deliver is if you stop watching, stop talking about it, stop paying for it. That's the only way you can do it. That's the only way you can do it. So, but we got to hold these guys accountable. And if Benavidez do become a man like Canelo Alvarez, guess what? We got to hold him accountable. But it's that fight gonna be tough on Canelo Alvarez's legs. I'm telling you, that fight gonna be tough on his legs to keep him off of him. It's gonna be a fight of attrition. That's one of the fights that even if he win, he might just retire after that. He might retire off that. You know what I'm saying? He got to keep them legs. He got to keep them legs. Them legs moving all night. Benavidez gonna make you work. He too big. People talking about weight bully, too big, too strong. This is what too big, too strong look like. I think Benavidez might be the best super middleweight in the world. Because had he not lost his title on the scale, which was his fault, he missed weight or whatever, I don't think Canelo will be undisputed at super middleweight. Just my opinion. Unless without David Benavidez leave that door open in my super silk sonic voice. Yeah, he the one that left the door open for Canelo to come and get all those belts. So he owe it to the fans. He owe it to the fans. But yeah, that's the fight that should be next. It's probably the best, the most anticipated, and the best fight that we want to see. Wrong. So that's the most anticipated fight in boxing. But I think Canelo would have to keep his jab going. Andrade tried to keep his jab going today, and it wasn't a strong enough jab. I think you got to hit this kid with a shotgun type jab. You know what I'm saying? So, but that little range finder that Andrade was throwing, you know, that ain't gonna work versus him. That ain't gonna work. You got to hit him with a strong jab. He showed he could take a good body punch and keep ticking the night. You know what I'm saying? So I think Canelo Alvarez's best chance to beat him is to let Benavidez punch and counter him to the body the whole nine. So, yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.